Who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, Ruth and I are here in Bonita Springs, Florida, and we're going to catch up with a very talented woman. First of all, she's a dress designer, and I believe she actually had 5 dress shops in Chicago.
Oh my gosh, she's accomplished.
Oh, amazing. And the neighbors talk about her culinary abilities, and so she's going to be, I think, whipping up some really amazing things for us.
Wonderful.
So,
I'm looking forward to meeting her. I hear she's quite a character.
That's an understatement.
Yes.
Let's go in and meet her, okay? Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Hi, Sarah. How are you? I'm Ruth. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for having us.
So, Sarah, I understand that you are this amazing dress designer.
Look at this great
Yes,
Wow.
I am.
shop
And
here.
it happens all here, right?
Right here in this room.
You're really semi-retired. You still do a lot of the design work, right? And people I know seek you out.
Yes, I love to do this. This is my passion.
This is your passion.
One of them.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. I think you can actually probably design a dress in a matter of minutes. I'm just guessing. Do you have an example of that you can show us?
Yes, I can pick up a piece of fabric
Yeah.
left over and make a dress for Ruth right now.
And I used to be a model, so
Oh my God.
we're
how
all
lucky
set.
can I
Oh,
be?
you know what? I'm going to get out of your way. You guys do it. You guys do it.
Okay.
You will see it in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes maybe.
How about 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. First of
So
all,
I'm going to pull these up, right? This is perfect.
but anyway, here you go. Just take the front. And this could be
Wow,
on
Ruth,
or off.
you look absolutely
Thank
fantastic.
Can
you.
you see yourself
I
in
can.
the
I'm
mirror?
loving it.
Look at yourself. Isn't that
I know.
amazing?
It is. I love this.
Okay, you're hired, all right?
I know.
Now it's time to cook.
Right. Now we
Do
have
I
to
cook
take
like
this
this or?
No.
We gotta take this off, okay? Because
Well,
I love to cook.
Lots of counter space.
A lot of counter
Well, I love to
space.
cook, and I like to see my friends watching me cooking.
And speaking of your
Yes,
friends,
speaking of
can
friends.
we introduce your friends?
Yes, younger sister Paola,
Younger
Paola.
sister. Oh, okay.
my beautiful angel,
Yeah.
one of my clients, Rebecca Fuller,
Uh-huh.
and Sandra.
Yeah.
She is amazing with her heart.
Great. Speaking of cooking,
Yes.
what are we going to be cooking today?
Today I'm going to do linguine alla frutto di mare.
So, linguine with
Of the
seafood,
sea.
basically.
With
Yes,
seafood,
of the sea.
exactly.
Great.
We're gonna chop garlic and parsley. Chop it the way you like it.
So coarsely chopped.
No problem.
Yeah.
Just put it there. I like olive oil,
Yes.
extra virgin.
Okay.
We have it all here chopped.
Oh,
Onions,
look at that.
1 green onion,
Yep.
and garlic. I usually do this. It's basil.
Yep.
I usually like basil.
Yeah.
I put basil almost on everything.
I can understand why.
These gorgeous tomatoes.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at
those are beautiful.
I love this. They gotta be really ripe.
Yep.
This is what I do with the tomato. Gotta take all those seeds out.
Yep.
And take all that, it's all the acid from the tomato.
Yep.
Then
it
you
up.
chop it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we can chop it.
Yep.
We can put it there.
Now, does this go in now, Sarah, or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm over anxious.
I know, you're hungry.
I'm starving.
You're
That's
hungry.
the moment
No, I
starving.
think he thinks it's gonna be instantaneous in a few minutes. You need to have this, you know, a little
Yep.
bit.
That smells so
I
good.
gotta smell that.
Now I'm gonna cover it for a few minutes.
Okay. So what are you doing now, Sarah?
I will put just about half a cup of wine, but I don't measure, so I think that's.
And that's what kind of?
Pinot
Pinot
Grigio, which is
Grigio.
a great
or
Italian white.
Any wine that you like
Right.
to drink,
Okay,
because you gotta like that flavor.
Right.
right.
And you give them a little bit of sweetness
Uh-huh.
into the sauce.
Yeah,
The treasures from the sea, right?
that's right. You're
Oh,
gonna
my
start with the
goodness.
raw ingredients first.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. We have clams and mussels.
Yes. And they are all ready. clean.
Beautiful.
You gotta check and make sure
Get the
they're
beards
all
off.
closed.
Yep.
And of course, I scrub them.
Yep.
And you leave them overnight with a little bit of salt and flour. So
And
when
flour,
they
really?
open, they clean it.
I never heard about the flour. I
The
knew
sand,
salt, but-
Sand.
especially.
Yeah.
What does the flour do?
They open, they want to eat,
They,
so and
they
then
eat it and they purge all.
Wow.
yeah, all of that.
Well, how about that? That's a great tip.
And
right
you
there.
have 2 different types of lobster tails
Well,
here.
yes, because I like color.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a colorful
So we
plate.
have Florida and New England.
Yes, exactly. We have a little bit of everything here. When I add this, and this
Sure.
will take about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's gonna be
And you're going to wait on these,
Yeah,
right?
those are put at the
Okay.
last minute.
Good.
Look at the color. It's
I
just
know, isn't it
amazing.
beautiful?
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Now you increase the,
Okay, so now you're gonna put this in the oven, right?
yes.
Now we're using just an oiled sheet pan.
Yes. Now you have.
What happens when you have a little hole like that? I was just gonna ask you that.
Patch it up.
Just catch it up.
Just do that, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna stretch the way I want it, but it's gonna be good.
It's the taste that matters.
The taste of it.
That's right.
Now, would you call this kneading? Is this kneading?
No.
Right?
I made it before. This is
Okay.
stretching like you're making pizza.
All right. Now, does it get tougher the more you stretch it?
No.
You wanna know everything.
I'm curious about everything.
And if we rub this, it
Yeah.
releases the flavor a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
If you rub it. Hey, that looks
You
good.
see, it still smell.
Oh,
It
yeah.
smells- That's better than cologne or perfume.
So again, we're using virgin olive oil.
The only other thing that I do is put a little bit of Parmesan,
Parmesan?
Asiago cheese.
The perfect example of just fresh,
Yeah.
right?
Just like this.
Wow.
So this is Asiago.
Okay, so there we go. We're
Okay.
gonna put them in the
Put it in
oven.
the oven?
I think it needs a little more oil.
A little more.
Yeah. Otherwise it comes to.
Maybe
Okay, folks,
Yeah.
while she's doing that, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back and see how this turns out. And we'll also be going into the main entree, which I can't wait to dive into.
Yes.
So stay with us. We'll be back.
How many pizza?
I'm here with David Fu, and David, you actually weren't here during the Hurricane Irma. You were elsewhere, but you were kind of scared when you heard about what was happening in your backyard, essentially. Tell us about that experience. What happened?
Once we got back here, it was to see the devastation, and only days later, that I realized the extent of the damage, to the roof. So got in touch with the insurance company, and the adjuster, I'm sure, was just overwhelmed with work, rather cursory inspection. And but they decided that I needed a brand new roof. So soon after that, I was deluged with roofers who come by and knocking on the door.
Yeah.
They were very aggressive in their approach. You either signed up with them that day and
Yeah.
you need to sign contracts,
Right.
and they would deal with the insurance company and so on. And I did not feel comfortable with any of them.
Well, how did you get to know ACC Mastercraft?
Got in touch with them, and they came out, and they were very, very professional, very thorough in their evaluation, very detail oriented, and just in terms of confidence, with people, I felt good about them. I have built and renovated multiple homes, and I've dealt with builders a lot, and it's a process that is never predictable, and I can sort of sense the competence of these guys. But they're from the East Coast, and they really have not done much work here. So I asked for a list of references, and they gave me 5, and I called all of them, and they got a glowing review. And so I talked to them a little bit more about my various concerns and so on, and felt comfortable with them, and I signed up with them. And I'm very glad that I did that. The communication was fabulous. Most importantly, they dealt with the insurance company completely, and I'm just sort of there. I didn't really have to do anything, and so it was kind of turnkey. and their documentation with the insurance company was thorough enough and accurate enough that the insurance company readjusted the claim, and so I couldn't be happier. The roof is not done yet, but from what I've seen, it's quality work, and I have every confidence that it's going to be done right when it's completed.
So you feel confident in recommending ACC Mastercraft to other folks?
Yes, I do.
Attention hurricane victims. Has your insurance company delayed, denied, or lowballed your insurance claim? Can you be certain there are no other damages to your home or business? I'm attorney Lauren Hussey with Danziger & Delano, and my exclusive focus is hurricane insurance claims. Find out how to receive the money you may deserve. Call 800-465-1000. Visit hurricanemoney.com. Isn't it time to get the money you may deserve?
Look at that.
That looks
Unbelievable.
great.
Wow.
And smells great.
Wow, wow, wow.
There you go.
Beautiful.
It's a good day
Ooh.
because
Gorgeous.
it went up.
Now you cut this with the scissors, right? You don't use a knife,
I
right?
do. Isn't this great?
Yes.
looking?
It is.
Actually, with the scissors, it works faster.
Yeah, it is. Quicker, faster.
That's what I like about the neighborhood cooks. I mean, they always have some little twist, and
That's it.
some little secret that is
That's
new.
a nice big piece.
Look at
for
that.
you. I'm
Oh,
going to put that on the
I
end.
think, what do you have here?
Okay, this is a typical salad that I do, but I change it 100 times.
100
The
times.
same thing. It looks different all the time. So I have romaine, I have the curly escarole, I have tomatoes, black olives, radicchio, arugula.
Yeah.
You name it, you can put in.
And then what kind of a dressing do you have?
My dressing is typical. White balsamic, salt and pepper, olive oil, and my Italian oregano.
And then over here you have Belgium endives, right?
Belgium endive, and I make like a dressing, and then I put mascarpone and salt and pepper.
Oh my God.
And a little bit of lemon.
Okay. How's the pasta coming?
It's almost there.
Do we throw it on the ceiling, and if it sticks, it's ready?
Out of harm's way.
Hot
here.
stuff, as we say in the kitchen.
Hot stuff.
Coming through with hot stuff.
And also you can have a nice facial right now with this beautiful.
That's right. Is that why Italian women
Yes.
have such beautiful skin?
Is that the reason?
I think it
Yes,
must
but not mine. Don't look at my
I was trying to
face.
I've been trying to figure it out for years, and now I know.
Okay,
Ooh.
here we go.
Just put that on your charger, right? You have a nice bed of pasta.
Zuppa di
Look at
mare.
that. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You guys are like a duo, right? You always
It's
cook
an
together,
amazing
right?
thing when we are together.
Yeah.
We know exactly what to do.
Yeah,
She
but
it's a
doesn't
nice
have to
little
tell me,
dance,
and I
yes.
don't have to tell her. We can.
Yeah.
It's like synchronized.
Yeah.
This is too much. You
Now,
see
Becky,
what
I mean,
mean?
you're a great Southern cook, but coming from Louisiana, they have lots of seafood there, right?
Yes, we
So
do.
This is, not uncommon to you at all. This is,
Well, the seafood, yeah, we don't have clams. The crawfish, we do have lobster and things like that, but the clams we don't see in Louisiana. But this is something that we do not get in Louisiana. This is something special I'm
this is
looking
something
at.
special.
All right,
yeah.
I think we
And
have.
Zaza, what do you think?
I feel like I'm on the Amalfi Coast. Serve seafood dinner here.
Well, let's all raise our glasses to Sarah. I mean, Sarah, you've been just an amazing hostess.
And a good
uh,
sport, putting up
great
with you.
sport. Well, folks, while we're enjoying this amazing meal, I want to remind everybody to go to our website, which is www.greatneighborhoodcooks.com, and you're going to learn, of course, a lot about Sarah. And she's such, look at Facciabella, what a gorgeous woman she is. And we have a lot of behind-the-scenes production shots. And Sarah's going to send me all her recipes so you can download the recipes. And we also want to remind you to like us on Facebook and Instagram. So everybody say goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
Attention hurricane victims. Has your insurance company delayed, denied, or lowballed your insurance claim? Can you be certain there are no other damages to your home or business? I'm attorney Lauren Hussey with Danziger & Delano, and my exclusive focus is hurricane insurance claims. Find out how to receive the money you may deserve. Call 800-465-1000. Visit hurricanemoney.com. Isn't it time to get the money you may deserve?
At DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant, they do things differently. They do it the authentic way. For example, why is their fresh homemade mozzarella the best you've ever tasted? Well, take a look at this. Well, it's because it's made slowly and lovingly, the way it's been produced for generations. It's the same with their incredible custom blended DeRoma wines. They go hand in hand. The art is in the pairing, like everything else thoughtfully prepared at DeRoma's Gourmet Market and Restaurant. It's Little Italy at the Promenade in Bonita Springs. So who will be the next discovered great neighborhood cook? Well, Ruth Manchester and I are in Cape Coral, Florida, and we're about to catch up with a Venezuelan woman who married a Venezuelan, but her husband didn't realize that she didn't know how to cook.
That's bad. That's bad.
So let's see how she solved that problem.
That sounds
okay?
like
Let's
fun.
go knock on the door. Patricia.
Hey, how are you? Welcome.
We're excellent. Thank you for allowing us to come into your beautiful home.
Thank you. Nice to have you here.
Great.
True that when you first married your husband, you had no idea how to cook?
No idea how to cook. I mean, zero. Just I couldn't do not even a steamed rice.
Really?
Nope.
Wow. Well, how did you solve that problem?
I decided to learn by watching cooking shows, just like this one.
So you didn't have a mother you could call, right?
Well, no, because I was living in Tennessee and I couldn't afford to call her every single day for advice. So
I love that.
I just decided
I
to
love
watch
that.
the TV. And if I was watching TV, I was just more likely watching a
So you're self-taught.
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to be cooking for us today?
I'm going to be doing the Venezuelan traditional dish, which is pabellón criollo.
Ooh,
Yes, so it's made out of steamed rice, black bean, shredded beef, and fried plantain.
that sounds good, doesn't
Sounds
it?
delicious.
Yeah. Well, can you show us how you're doing it?
Sure.
I already see some ingredients here.
Right. So I have a pot here with water, and this is the meat that we're going to start using. So we're going to put it in the water.
Now, what kind of meat is that, Patricia?
This is London broil.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, so that's normally sort of a tough meat, right?
Right, but you also can use flank
Flank
steak.
steak.
Okay.
Yep.
So you want to cook that for a while, obviously, right?
for a couple of hours.
For a
at
couple
least,
hours,
so we
okay.
can, have it tender. So a couple of those, and then we can add some salt and a little bit of pepper. Cook that for around 2 hours.
And you don't cover it, you leave
Yes,
it?
we're gonna cover
Oh, you
it.
do cover it, okay.
It's gonna be turned out like this.
So it looks like this, and well,
Yeah, it looks
okay.
like this.
Wow.
We want to save that rice and also for the black beans.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
And this is the result after
Right.
about 2.5 hours?
Right.
Okay.
So
Now,
I
what's
have-
the texture of this meat when it's done?
It's done, we'll shred it, and it will look like this.
Okay, that's how you
Yeah.
do that?
Sure, I can do that. Let me get one out of. All right, so
Just do it by hand, then, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
it's done by hand. So
Yeah.
But see how she cleverly, she just, picks that apart.
You got that technique down,
Yeah,
Patricia.
I'll say.
yeah.
I want to give that a try, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
I wanna get in there.
Now, are you also a good baker as well as a good cook, would you say?
See, my favorite part of cooking is cooking desserts.
Cooking dessert.
I love cooking desserts.
What kind of dessert would you
I can
normally
do
cook?
quesillo for you.
Yeah?
And I can even do bien mesade, which is the traditional dessert of Venezuela.
Ooh.
It's made out of coconut, and it's just delicious.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you've really become a well-rounded Venezuelan cook, then,
I
right?
guess so.
Yeah, how's it
good.
taste? Yeah?
I had to sneak a bite.
Yeah, let's think
Okay.
about it, yeah. Okay, what's the next thing that we do?
So the meal, and we're gonna use all these ingredients right here. I have onions, and then I have garlic, pepper.
Very good,
I
okay.
like to use the roasted version,
Yeah.
because it gives more flavor.
Yeah.
And then green bell pepper just for coloring.
Right.
Okay, and so a little tomato at the end. So we're gonna use this oil, which is canola oil, and I like to infuse it with a little bit of achiato or annotto.
I love the color.
Yes, because we want the meat to look nice
You
and
just coat the bottom of the pan,
right.
essentially, yeah?
Yeah, just a little.
And these 5 ingredients, what do you call them?
Sofrito.
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 And what does that what does that mean? How do you
It's-
translate that?
I don't know how to translate that. It's just saute vegetables. That's,
Yeah.
it's just
Okay,
saute
all right, yeah,
vegetables,
that makes
but we
sense.
call
It becomes
sofrito.
almost like a paste.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna add the onions. Alright, so we're gonna add the garlic.
And all this from watching food shows on television,
I
right?
know it.
Yes, they were. I mean, I will make notes.
You made
Yeah.
notes?
Yes,
Sure,
Okay.
I will make
Yeah.
notes, and then I will just cook it.
Yeah.
I used to do that watching Julia Child.
Oh, Julia
I
Child.
take notes, even
Right.
draw pictures of how to do
How to
something.
do
Yeah.
stuff? Okay. All
The
right,
best
so-
thing about Julia, I think it was her voice. I
Oh,
think-
she was fantastic, yes.
So then goes the green peppers, huh?
Green peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to use this one at the end
Yeah,
because
it's already cooked.
moist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needs to cook.
Smells good already, doesn't it, Rob?
Smells good, and again, I just love the color. It's
Right.
really wonderful. And then goes these guys, huh?
Now it's really colorful.
So total cooking time for this is what, would you
I'm
say?
gonna say 2 hours.
2 hours.
We're gonna add some.
Ah, here we go.
meat.
There you go.
Alright. So we add all the meat right there.
And then you mix it up, huh?
Yeah, so mix it up. So to this point, we're gonna add some of that water. I'm gonna add around a cup. I
A
would
cup?
say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
nice
Yeah, you want to get the
flavor.
onions and all that good stuff in there?
Yeah. So I would say that's. We are going to add some adobo. Adobo is a seasoning that is very commonly used in the Latin American cooking. So we're
Can I
gonna add
just-
that. Sure.
If you don't mind, man, just a second.
It's like salt and pepper and
Yeah.
garlic and onion powder.
Wow.
And,
Yeah, I got some in here.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I
adobo
use
right
that
there.
a lot.
Mm.
Right. So we're gonna add probably a tablespoon of that.
What's the next thing that we put in here?
We're gonna put some tomato paste.
Tomato paste, okay.
Yes.
I'll continue mixing.
All right.
You're a good stirrer, Rob.
I'm a good stir. That's about all I know how to do.
Yeah.
Some tomato paste.
About a tablespoon, would you say?
Just about a tablespoon,
Yes.
huh? Okay. Incorporate that.
Right? And then at the end, we're gonna put a little bit of tomato.
Ah,
Fresh
okay.
diced tomato.
Yes.
That goes in next.
Tomato. And don't forget the salt also, probably
Some more sea salt.
just a little bit.
I like it.
We love our salt, don't we?
Oh, we love our salt.
No, it really brings out the flavor
Ah.
and things.
Right.
Go into your tomatoes.
Some tomato.
And you just use like plum tomatoes?
Yes, plum tomato.
Wow. Okay.
So we cook that for around, I would say, 30 to 45 minutes. To, you know, to
And
Just
what
on
kind of heat?
moderate heat?
Like on the simmer?
Yes.
Okay.
Like moderate.
Okay, moderate heat.
medium heat. Yeah.
You cover this at all?
I do.
You do cover it, okay. I think our pot is boiling, right?
Yes, it is.
Wow. That looks fantastic.
Now we're gonna start just putting a little bit of flavor to the black beans, which they are already. you
I
have to-
love black beans.
Yes. So they have to be soaked overnight, then drain out, and then cook for around 2 hours with a little bit of salt, some onions, maybe a little bit of cumin, and then I like to save a little bit of the sofrito that we had for the meat. We incorporate some in
Oh,
the.
you do? Okay,
yes.
that's interesting. All right.
So just
Adds
for
another
more
level of flavor.
Yeah.
Also use the water that we preserve from the meat.
Yeah.
Use it for the black beans.
Ah,
That's
okay, yeah.
more flavor.
Now, okay, now what is that?
It's just for decoration. My mom gave me this, and it comes from Venezuela, so
So it's not a grapefruit squeezer?
no.
Okay. All right.
That's what it is.
There you
Look.
go.
Wow.
Voila.
Okay. So
So again, presentation is everything.
It is.
Now, you just taught me a new word. Platano, right?
plátano.
Platano. Plantain, right?
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, what is the difference? I mean, I've seen these in grocery stores all the time.
We can fry them and bake them and just boil them.
Okay, so you have obviously a green one, so that's
Right.
not ripe.
For the tajadas that we're going to use today for the pavilion, this is still not quite done.
Can you just feel that?
Yeah,
so
it's a little bit
Semi-soft, right?
right,
Okay.
and you can see the ends; they're still green a little
Yeah.
bit. This one's way too ripe. This is
That would
not
make
the one-
probably good, like banana bread or something like that.
we can
plantain
boil it.
bread,
Yeah, we boil this one, and we can do mandocas, which is another dish. So it's very delicious.
Another
This
dish
is-
for another day.
I was going to just
Another
say that,
day.
yeah.
This is the right way that
That's the way you want
the
it.
right one that you want to use
So-
for the tajadas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the one we're gonna fry today.
Semi-soft, semi-firm, okay.
Right.
I love these things. Oh my goodness, they're so good. I could just eat that alone. Oh.
And it's each side. And then we have to put it.
Okay, so you taught me another new word. When
Right.
they're, at this point, they're called what?
They're called tajadas.
Tajada.
Can you say that? There you go. You said it very nice.
Pretty good.
Oof, look at that.
Incorporate them here, and you say you like a little juice on the top of the.
I do,
You do?
personally.
All right.
These little sweethearts, I
Beautiful.
love
They,
these.
didn't they? The color come
Look
up
at
so
that. Wow,
nicely.
that is incredible.
Caramelized beautifully.
Touch
That
at
is
the end.
incredible. That's what the hole is for.
That's
Ah!
what the hole is for.
that.
Now I know.
Picture perfect.
Right.
I love that. Look at that.
Feta. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to give it a little
a little more
flavor.
salt, which I love.
Yes.
Right? Beautiful.
And there you have it.
Look at that. Ooh. Masterpiece.
Very good.
All from watching cooking
Right.
shows.
That's right.
And what are we having here? This looks so wonderful. What
We
is
have
it?
watermelon juice.
Watermelon. I
Yes.
love it.
Right.
And
We're
it
just
matches our placemats and our
Right.
outfits. We're
Our
very
outfits,
color
I know.
coordinated here. It's wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic. It truly is.
Thank you.
Don't you think so, Ruth? Why are you so tall?
Just watching.
So your husband's very happy right now.
His dream came true.
Well, we've had more fun with you today, and thank you for inviting us into your lovely home and partaking in an amazing Venezuelan meal. So to learn more about Patricia, go to our website, which is www.greatneighborhoodcooks.com, and we'll download the recipes, so you can do that if you wish, and to learn more about Patricia. We have a little story on you, how you met your husband and all that.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have some more of your meal. But we'll see you next time with a new discovered great neighborhood cook. Bye-bye.